To me, promoting it, there's a lot that still can be done without the law being in place in terms of your voice and your encouragement and your actions. And so this is something I try to encourage the people of St. Maarten to do in terms of what you do today. So I hate to hear people say that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow, because obviously you're leading right now and you can make an impact regardless of your age. So I would encourage you to also practice what you're preaching in the sense of what you do on a daily basis and lead by example in that way, as I attempt to do, even though sometimes I'm the only one in the room. I refuse to step back. So based on that awareness that you've brought, Ms. Bharwani, MP, Youth MP Bharwani, I also started composting at home. I started, so my own garbage daily went down to like a third. That, you know, it was a sin to even wrap up the bag. So empty it was. So we still use plastic. I go to the supermarket and I promote also to use the reusable bags, etc. And whichever grocery store I go in, I'm like, haven't you bought paper bags yet? Haven't you done this? So I'm kind of bold like that. And so I encourage you not to give up. The Ministry of General Affairs, Department of Buck, which has projects, use some sustainable funds that have been generated to put forth a campaign to be plastic free by 2023. So of course COVID messed it up because we were starting in 2020. And when Carnival was coming around, that we would have had pushed for this type of materials. I don't know if you've ever seen the amount of trash and waste that's generated from Carnival. So for all the big festivals this year, the campaign is going into effect for Heineken Regatta, for St. Maarten Festival, and for Carnival, that they are being required to utilize sustainable, compostable products. So we're getting there, even though the law isn't enacted as yet. And I ask for your patience. We are doing a lot that is not visible. So for me, it's important that we get the campaign to the youth and maybe get you on board to help us push the words. And it takes small steps. So I challenge the Parliament, or you to challenge the Parliament, to get rid of these tiny bottles. There are bigger bottles that they can then throw over into jugs and fill as needed. There'll also be less waste. So thank you for what you're doing.